Hello everyone. Now we are going to learn about phylum Chordata. All chordates possess at some point during their larval or adult stages 5 synapomorphies. And these 5 synapomorphies include notochord, dorsal hollow nerve cord, endostyle or thyroid, pharyngeal slits, and a postanal tile. Now when you just look at the name chordate, it comes from the first of these synapomorphies, the notochord, which plays a significant role in chordate structure and movement. And chordates are also bilaterally symmetrical, which have a true coelom and possess a circulatory system and exhibit metameric segmentation. Now when you look at the characteristics of chordates, phylum Chordata possesses characteristics. First one, notochord. And the next one is cartilaginous rod that runs between the nerve cord and the digestive tract. And it acts as a support for the nerve cord, which is replaced by the vertebral column after the embryonic stage in all vertebrates. And next one is the dorsal nerve cord. It is a bundle of nerves running along the back and splits into the brain and the spinal cord. The next one is pharyngeal slits. They are the openings which allow the entry of water through the mouth without entering the digestive system, where they connect mouth and the throat. And next is postanal tail. It is an extension of the body to the anus. In chordates, the tail is composed of skeletal muscles which help in locomotion in fish-like species. And it is absent in most of the adult chordates also. And the other characteristics of chordates include, I've told you about bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, coelomic and segmented body. And the body design is complex and well differentiated. And body also has an organ system level of organization. Now let us move on to classification of phylum Chordata. First one is UROCHORDATA. Second one is cephalochordata, and the third one is vertebrata. The subphylum UROCHORDATA and cephalochordata are collectively known as protochordates, which are marine animals. They are invertebrates, but they share attributes of chordates. First one is UROCHORDATA. The adults are fixed to the substratum, and it is also known as tunicate. Why it is called as tunicate? Because the body of an adult is enclosed with a tunic made up of cellulose-like substance known as tunicin. Because of the name of the substance tunicin, it is named as tunicate. And notochord can be seen only in the larval stage and disappears in adults. And the nerve cord present in larva is replaced by a dorsal ganglion in adults. And when you just look at the larva, it can move and undergoes a metamorphosis. Very good example for the UROCHORDATA is Acidia, Salpa, and then Doliolum. And next is cephalochordata. Here in cephalochordata, the atrium is present and the adult is motile, right? And both motile adult and larval stage. And the tail is present throughout life. They show progressive metamorphosis. Here you have to be very careful. You have to note it down. It is progressive, not retrogressive. And the notochord is found throughout life. And numerous well-developed pharyngeal gill slits are present. For example, lancelets, they possess the notochord and nerve cord throughout their life. However, they lack the brain and bony vertebral column like branchiostoma. And the next one is vertebrata. The characteristic features of vertebrata include advanced chordates and have a cranium around the brain. And we have learned there in cephalochordata and UROCHORDATA about notochord, right? So that notochord is being replaced by a vertebral column in adults. That is why it is said that all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. So a high degree of cephalization is observed over here, and the epidermis is multi-layered. And also it consists of 3 types of muscles: striped muscle, unstriped, and cardiac muscle. And they have a well-developed coelom. The alimentary canal is complete. And when you just look at the heart, it is 3 or 4 chambered. And they have well-developed and respiratory and excretory system. And endocrine glands are present in all, and they are unisexual and reproduce sexually. Hagfish, it is being an exception here. Very good example for vertebrate is human. And subphylum vertebrata is further classified into 7 classes. They are cyclostomata, chondrichthyes, osteichthyes, amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammalia. And this is the example, the picture what is posted over here is a typical chordate. You can just look at the parts of this typical chordate. There's a mouth, right, and pharyngeal slits or clefts are present, and dorsal hollow nerve cord is there present there, and there is an otochord, and anus and muscle segments are there, and a posternal tail is also present. And these are the examples, right, for all the vertebrates: toad, crocodile, hilsa, owl, rat. Thank you.